he's in the conversation. You know the one. Young millennials casually say that he's the greatest of all time. Even analysts that played against MJ are debating, mostly for ratings, whether LeBron can be considered better than Jordan. Hold up. Let's pump our brakes. Because young millennials don't know the MJ of the 80s and the 90s. They weren't even alive when he three-peated the first time around, and the second time, they were barely in kindergarten playing with Legos and other things. They think of Jordan as shoes, or Space Jam Jordan, or the Jordan that we, as fans, pretended never existed. Not the Game 5 flu game against the Jazz, or how in the '98 series he picked Karl Malone's pocket and then made the series-winning shot, the last shot of his legendary career at 36 years old. They don't know that MJ. Sad for them. But even those for who did watch him live, Jordan's last game as a Bull was 20 years ago. So it's hard to remember that feeling that Jordan gave us all these years ago. LeBron does look pretty spectacular. So when we try and reminisce and relive MJ's prowess, YouTube fails us. The pixelated and grainy picture, because HD just didn't exist the same way it does now. And highlight for highlight, it's really hard to tell whether MJ was more tenacious than LeBron. So was he that good? On a pedestal good? Yes. But we get to see LeBron live every night in 4K. Every fadeaway, every dunk is shown in multiple angles and made into a pop cultural reference on Twitter. Celebrated and exaggerated on a 24-hour news cycle, plus on social media. Every team that falls to the king along the way gets that crying MJ face. Ironic, right? Because that's how iconic MJ still is. He put the entire sport of basketball on the literal map. Kids didn't know English, but they knew MJ. And that had never happened before him. In the 90s, every night we asked the same question. Did you see what Jordan just did? He never disappointed, not once. And when he had an off night, he still put up 20. And LeBron, who is outer worldly, has disappeared in playoff games altogether. Jordan's only disappearing act is when he actually retired from the game for 2 years to play baseball. But then he returned 60 games into the next season and proceeded to begin his second three-peat. That's how good he was. So you know the saying, let's not be prisoners of the moment here. At the end of the day, the stat that's more impressive than an all-time scoring record or number of consecutive finals appearances is this: 6 finals appearances, 6 rings, and 6 playoff MVPs. It's still MJ's world, and LeBron's just living in it. In the meantime, stick with Sports Pulse, your heartbeat to what's trending in sports.